Was my mic off this whole time? Hello. I don't know if anyone's here right now, but um if anyone is, then hello and thank you for coming to my live. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to paint and play some music and we'll see what happens. And I have my laptop so I can um see if there's any live comments. I'm trying to figure out how to like go there right now. But if you are here, you should totally make a comment so I can see who's here. How do I share this live? I need to like share it to my community post, but I don't know how. Um, wait. Sorry, I'm going to have to figure this out for a second. You know, it says there's one viewer on this live. Is that me or is that someone else? You know what? We'll figure it out. Okay. I just realized I can see my own live. Oh my gosh, that's me. Anyway, so what? I can go to my live on one account, but I can't join. Oh, wait, I can join it on here. Okay, I figured it out. So, to the one person that's apparently watching this live stream, I've set up my computer so I can reply to comments if needed, even though I can really just say, I can just talk, but I can look at comments. So, that's nice. Anyway, to the two other, um, or three other people that just joined, welcome to my live stream. Um, I honestly didn't think anyone would join, so thank you for joining it. Um, I'm just setting up some music and I'm going to make a community post to people. So it'll be a little bit before I start painting. Oh, hello there. I see your comment. Thank you for joining this live. I feel like an old grandpa, like trying to figure out how technology works. Oh my gosh. Okay, I made a post about it. Four people left. That's okay. But I'm glad to the people who are here. Can you guys hear that music? I hope you like Olivia Rodrigo because unless you guys have any other song suggestions, I'll be playing her album. So I guess I'll just be chilling here unless you guys have any questions. I'll periodically look at the chat and I'll try to answer some questions or chat. Hello there. Thank you for joining my live. Um, anyway, if you guys have any questions or want to chat, I'll be periodically looking at the chat. But if not, I'll just be here painting. Hello to the people joined. Ah, I forgot paper towel. I'll be back. I'm back. Hold up, ad. Okay. Oh, I like this song. So, how are you guys doing on this fine? What day is it today? Tuesday. I'm in summer. The days just muddled together. Anyway, I'm doing nice. I kind of just woke up like 30 minutes before this live, if I'm being honest. But that's okay. Nice. Where are you flying to? Nice. I've never been to Michigan. Hope you have fun. Add a Q&A sticker. That's cool. Oh, wait, I can ask you questions. Wait. Hold up. I'm gonna ask a question. What is your favorite color? Or I asked a question. Well, it just pops up there. That's cool. You know what? I just realized. I hope YouTube doesn't like copyright this video because I'm playing Olivia Rodrigo right now, and it might get copyrighted because I know YouTube's really strict about that. So I hope it doesn't get copyrighted. Though nothing bad usually happens, you just can't really. Sometimes, if your video's copyrighted, it just gets like banned in certain countries, which isn't that bad. But if you get enough of them, I think you get like a strike, which is really bad. Because you get 3 copyright strikes, then they delete your channel. I'm not entirely sure though. It's been a while since I've checked the copyright rules of YouTube. Stop advertising. Sounds like a vibe. What do you need? That's not how people talk. Anyway, hello to the people who joined, and thank you for coming. It's funny when your mom shows pictures of you in your school clothes. I don't listen to this song very much. I'm gonna skip it. Oh yeah. If you guys have any suggestions for songs, just type it in the comments, and I'll play it. All the pretty girls in the foreground of my mind. Bottoms on enough to keep moving rewind. Started from the end. You know, I just realized this entire live, even though it's been like 10 minutes, I haven't really been painting that much. So I should actually just like start painting a little bit more. I haven't painted for like a week, so my oils are dried out. I have a summer class, so. And also, I take like color guard, so I haven't been able to. It's kind of nice though. At least my oils aren't like 100% dried out. They're just like, there's like a dry skin over the paint. Hello to the people who joined. Where are you guys from, by the way? I'm from the United States, if that wasn't clear enough already. Tally the girls that he talked to start to cry. What's the end of this time? I thought from the end of this time. Hello to the person who just joined. Do y'all want a little sneak peek on my recent? Hold up, my phone's moving. Hold up. Anyway, do you guys want a little sneak peek on I don't think I've shown this painting. I might have, but like with me plus. But I just finished varnishing this. I'm gonna ship it out like in around a week when the varnish is like the varnish takes around a day to dry. But I like to wait a bit longer just so it like ships safely, you know. I feel like this is like my favorite painting so far. It's a fish. It's kind of hard to show it in this the whole thing. There we go. If you tilt your screen, you can see it. Um, I believe I'll be showing you guys this painting like later today when I upload, or sometime on Saturday. Thank you. Oh yeah, I also varnished this one, which I'm sure you guys have seen a lot. It's my favorite. My favorite dog I've ever painted is here. I feel like the moment I saw this dog, I knew it'd be so fun to paint because there are so many curls, and like I'm really good at painting curls on pets. I feel like something I tend to do actually is that I paint curls on pets that don't have curls, and I like realize it and I have to like redo it. So it's great to actually have a pet that does have curls so I don't like I can actually paint curls and it's there, you know? I think I did that with like honestly, I did that with this one a little bit. I was painting too many curls and I was like, oh shoot, I have to redo this. But it's not too hard to redo. So it's usually fine. Ranger knows that as an HVAC technician, the heat why is there like every day? Your first call, an office building with a noisy AC unit. It's disconnected. Experience to work. Oh wait, it's connected again. There's like an ad in between every single song. Oh yeah, and for the new people that just joined, I'm playing Olivia Rodrigo right now because I love her. But if you guys have any song recommendations, just put it in the chat. Just have eyes for me to make it clear all that I want is to sit here silently and watch movies on TV. You're not here, here to witness my devotion and my endless well-being. I'm an anchor in the ocean. This is slightly concerning. It keeps saying in the chat that the chat is disconnected. And then it says it's successfully connected, and it keeps saying that. Wine is my favorite color. Thank you. I also love the music. Wine red. That's a cool color. It's very fancy looking. I like periwinkle. It's basically like a very light shade of like in between blue and purple. I love purples. A close second would be like lavender for me. I honestly forgot that Q&A was still up there. Yeah, periwinkle purple. It's been my favorite color for a while. And it's funny because I mean, I'm an introvert, so sometimes if someone asks for my favorite color and I'm not like, I don't want to seem like, you know, I'll say like purple, but like if I'm comfortable with someone, I'll say periwinkle and they'll be like, what the heck kind of color is that? But some people do know about it, and I get really excited. Usually, the people who know about the color periwinkle, their favorite color is also periwinkle. So it's like a double yay. I feel like there's a time period where like because I learned about the color periwinkle from like my cousins. So there's a time where all my cousins and I just had the same favorite color. That was just like a really specific shade of like blue purple, and that was honestly kind of funny. I see that new people have joined. Thank you for coming. Sorry if I act like awkward, by the way. There's like the last time I did a live was on my old channel. I think I've talked about it a little bit, but not too much. And that was like over a year ago, probably. Speaking of which, I don't know how old this channel is. It might be over a year old or a year old. Let me check real quick. Because I was planning on celebrating my like year anniversary, but I forgot when I made this channel. March 20. Oh shoot. The anniversary passed like 4 months ago. So I guess this channel is like over a year old. So yay, happy year anniversary for this channel. That's been a year for like 4 months. Um, seems a bit late to do a celebration, but it's good news to hear. What's this? What's this song? Oh, I'm not the hugest fan of this song. If you know Olivia Rodrigo, um, that song's like a collab with another artist, and I don't really like because the chorus is like both of them singing at the same time, and it's like it's not really even a harmony. It's just them singing the same thing at the same time. I've never been much of a fan of that song. It's not a bad song, but I don't like it as much as the other songs in her album. Happy small business indeed. It's funny because this song was stuck in my head before I started this live. You say you can't stand to watch me cry a minute more. So you do the noble thing and open up the door. Loving me means letting go and wishing me the best. And I get, I wish. Thank you. I should start a new question for the Q&A. Hold on. Oh, sorry about that. Wait, let me. How do I change the Q&A? Oh wait, I have to delete it first. And then how do I re-add it? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Wait. So YouTube has these like automatically generated like questions before I like type something in. And after I just finished explaining that the song was stuck in my head before I started this live, I clicked on the Q&A button and like the question that YouTube generated is song stuck in your head question mark. That is kind of creepy. I hope that was a coincidence because that means YouTube is listening to me. I should test that theory later. I should say something like dog related or something. I'm going to change the question now because that's not really a great question. Hold up. Thank you so much. Honestly, one of my favorite cat faces I've made out of the two, no, it's three that I've probably made. There's this cat here. I've shipped out all of the cats I've made. Actually, the person who ordered that commented on this live earlier. But this is the other cat. This is the first cat I made. Then the other single one. And this is the third cat I'm painting. It's my favorite. Stop the advertisements. Oh my gosh, we're already halfway through our live stream. I guess since I was like 10 minutes late, I'll stay for like 10 minutes more after. How long does it take to make a painting in hours? That um that honestly depends on like first of all size, which hold up, let me get a canvas. The main sizes I paint in are 5 by 7, 9 by 12, and 11 by 14 inches. So a small one like this, which is 5 by 7, would it also depends on the details and like if I mess up, because if I mess up, it's like obviously it takes longer. But hmm, takes like a month to make a 5 by 7. So I'd assume maybe like 30 hours, probably more than that. I paint really slow too, so that could be it as well. That's why I'm usually taking like one commission at a time, or at least I want to. I don't, I always end up like booking two at once, which is probably not the best. But that was the goal to book one at a time. But this one, something like this would probably take like double that amount. So like probably 60 hours. These are like really rough estimates though, because assuming I paint every day for like an hour, which isn't always the case, but then again, I usually paint for more than an hour, but at least an hour. That means it would be around 30 days for a 5 by 7. But these are very rough estimates since I charge like flat rates for like each portrait. I didn't really hold up. The song is like distracting me. Yeah, something like 60. Um, it also depends on how like detailed it is. Like this one wouldn't take as long as like hold up. Something like this with like a complicated background wouldn't take as long as something like this with like a solid color background. Oh my gosh, hello there. I didn't think you saw my community post. Hello. It's 3 a.m. How are you like aren't you in the same like hotel? How are you not getting caught right now? I just realized it sounded quiet and it's cuz I didn't turn on music. That's wild. Well, I'm glad you're here. Oops, everyone else is LOL. I was too, and then I willed myself awake to get on. Thank you for that. Okay, the music is like so loud I can't hear myself think. So usually I wouldn't mind, but if I'm talking, I need to. Can you guys still hear that? Sorry about that. You know what? There's a Q&A. Oh wait. Oh, there's also a poll. What question should I ask? Hmm. Wait, I saw someone comment something. Hello. Thank you for coming to my live. W painting and also music sound super quiet background noise. Oh, I guess I'll just have to blast it. And there's an ad like every I know I've been complaining about this every single time there's an ad, but there's an ad like every 2 songs. I guess I'm used to Spotify. Well, I mean there's also an ad like every 2 songs, but whatever. I like the song. Oh yeah, for the new people here, if you guys have any song suggestions, I'm playing Olivia Rodrigo right now. But if you guys have any suggestions, just put it in the comments and I'll look at it. Thank you so much. Oh, don't have YouTube Premium? No. I don't have really any subscriptions. Despite having a business, I'm still kind of broke. Hopefully that changes. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really get that much from like each painting. I think I'll have to check my like the paper I wrote this on. I think I get like $5 each hour. I'm not sure. But it's also hard to tell because I don't really charge hourly. Because I feel like I was going to charge hourly for my paintings, but like, wait, hold on. Maybe I should like finish this question. Are you enjoying this stream? Yes or no? Here we go. Start a poll. Oh gosh. Okay, I started a poll. Are you guys enjoying this stream? Who voted no? Who was that? I'm coming for you. I bet it was you, Kenneth. Wait, I need to put this back in the tripod. Well, I picked yes. Why did it say no? It was you. I knew it. You backstabber. I'm coming for you. Bucket indeed. Oh, wait, did you win the giveaway? It was so tiny. Okay, I'll make the poll a bit bigger. Okay. Hopefully that looks bigger. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I don't charge hourly, is what I was saying. Because I feel like it's unfair that, like, there's such a huge, like, there's not really, like, an average time. Well, there is an average time I spend on each painting, but it wouldn't be fair if you, like, someone ordered the same thing as someone else. Like, for example, a 5 by 7 inch portrait with, like, one pet on it. But if one just happened to take longer than the other, then one person would be charged more than another person, which I feel like would be kind of unfair to that person. So I charge by square inch. I think I'm gonna have to check my paper. It's honestly been a while since I've dealt with prices, but I think it's like $1 per square inch. Plus expenses and stuff. By the way, I did turn up the music. Is that like a little bit more audible to you guys? You know what? I just realized, are you enjoying this stream is also a lame question. I'm gonna put up a different one. Yeah, it's still super quiet, but I can hear it somewhat. That's okay. At this point, it's kind of loud for me, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Maybe I can get the computer closer here. Because I'm playing this song on the laptop here. Wait, let me show you all my setup. I hope I don't accidentally like show my face or something, but um I'm basically looking at the comments through like my computer and I'm playing the music also through my computer. Sorry about that. I just accidentally pressed like the camera button on my phone. Um last time I did that, the audio went like silent. So, can you guys still hear me? Cuz I remember something happened that like interrupted the live stream and the audio was apparently silent for like half the stream and no one told me. So, can you guys hear me right now? Accidental face reveal on a live stream. I think I've done that before. Like I think when I was first trying to start a live stream, I like accidentally flipped the camera over to me and like ended it right away. So there's this like live stream that was like 2 seconds long and I had to delete that and then I made a new live stream. I think one person saw it, but it wasn't like that bad. Some of my videos like practically show my face anyway. I believe like I've shown the side of my face. I just haven't shown my eyes, I think. I won't lie, I've been painting very slow. Maybe I should pick up the pace. Yeah, maybe. What's this song? You know what? I'm gonna play different songs. Um, oh my gosh, it's like a Olivia Rodrigo song I didn't know about. But anyway, I'm gonna play songs that are a bit more happy. Someone should put a song suggestion in the chat because these songs are like I love them, but they're kind of sad and they're not really the vibe for this live stream right now. Um, so if anyone has any song recommendations, and to whoever joined the live stream, hello and welcome. I don't really know how long ago you joined, so I hope it was recently. May open the sky. Let me look that up. Can y'all hear that? I'm turning it up really loud. Hopefully. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to painting things like this, it's like since my reference photo is so different from like here's my reference photo and then this is like the painting. It gets hard. Sometimes I'll like paint and then I'll lose where I am at my reference photo. Like I'll try to add as many markings as possible in the sketch. But like honestly, it's kind of hard to like tell where I'm painting in the live or not in live, like in the reference photo, if that makes sense. I feel like I just lost my spot. Ooh, I have a good question. I just thought of one. 3 people left. That's okay. Oh wait, I could probably do the live like this too. That's cool. Anyway, I have a new question for you guys. Who is your favorite artist? Okay, I put the Q&A up. It can be a musical artist or like a painter or anything like that. Anyone who can be considered an artist. Who is your favorite? I'm trying to find my spot. Like there's this darker part that's like here. I think I know where I am now. This is nice. I'm gonna hold the camera like this for a while until I get sick of it. I lost my spot again. Are you serious? I think it's here. Taylor. Viara? I've not heard of that before. I'm going to search it up. Hold up.
I chose Walden University because I could explore my career options before I even enrolled. Then, my Walden classes
So
helped me learn
she's
skills that I needed to succeed. And my personalized career coach was with me
she's a
from
digital artist.
so I could become who I always wanted to be.
Art school.
Career is our job.
Oh, that's such a cute art.
Course for
That's so silly.
qualityU.edu.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, um, is it the Taylor that I'm thinking of? But anyway, this is so cute. This also isn't the vibe, but whatever, I like it. No, I need some like chill music. This is like my music, but it's like not chill. Um, whoa, this live chat became like two people was on it, and now there's just like five out of nowhere. That's funny. Aaron Hansen. Let me search it up. Hans. Okay. Whoa. It reminds me a lot of like Van Gogh if it was like if the brushstrokes were a little bit like less dry looking, if that made sense. And if it was a lot more colorful. Honestly, I'm gonna have to like look her up a little bit. I really like artists like this. That's really impressionistic and colorful. Wait, let me show you guys. I'm too lazy to put my phone out of the um tripod. So let me show y'all this. Oh, oops. I almost like okay, anyway. It's her art. It's cool. It's very colorful. It does remind me a lot of this one's pretty. I like brushstrokes like this. That's like impressionistic, but it's also like kind of blocky, if that makes sense. I think that shows up a lot in my work. I like art like that. Anyway, I'm gonna search up something that's not so chaotic. We're back to Olivia Rodrigo because it's the first thing that came up. This one's a bit calmer. Yeah, the art's pretty cool. It's true. It's leaving the worst of wounds in the clay. Shades I knew seems so commonplace when I saw you. Honestly, guys, I'm gonna be real. I checked my calendar and like I was planning on doing live streams for a while. I don't know if you guys saw my like community post I made a while ago, but I did make like a community post that asked well, this music is too loud. Anyway, I did make a community post a while ago asking if like you guys would like to do a live stream. And so a lot of you said yes. So I was like, okay, I'll consider it. Though a lot of people like I'm kind of guilty for doing this. They'll like go into their feed and they'll vote for things like that, even though they've never seen like the YouTuber and not plan to. I do that sometimes. So um I was like, They vote yes, but they might not actually look at the live stream. So I was like thinking about it for a while. But I decided why not because they're pretty fun to do. But then recently I was looking, there's a YouTuber I really like that does animation art. Her channel is actually, that's cool. Honestly, there's also this one YouTuber I like, Talia Stanton. She's mainly more of an artist than a YouTuber. I think she's like one of my main inspirations for art. Her art is really pretty. But anyway, yeah, I was checking my calendar to see like just randomly. I was like, if I were to do a live stream, I do want to do one recent like I want to do one like not too late into the summer, but like I was just checking my availability, like when I can do the live stream. And I realized that like late afternoon yesterday, I realized that the only time that I can really be available for a live stream where like no one would really be in the house and I would really be disrupted was like today, like at the morning. So I was like, shoot, is it too late to like advertise like a live stream? Because usually I like promote these things like days in advance. And I think when I did live streams on my old channel, I like put it in a video, like at the end of the video, I'd be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm hosting a live stream on this day. You should come. And I'd be a bit more prepared for it. And I wouldn't like just make a community post about it. So I was like, I don't know if anyone's gonna come, but I'm just gonna like do a live stream because the next time I'd be available to do a live stream be like 2 weeks from now. I'm like, I kind of want to do one like a bit earlier than that. So I'm really glad people are actually like showing up. Then again, this channel is a lot more successful than that other one. Honestly, had I've been doing YouTube for like a long time. I know this channel's like um I know this channel's like a bit more than a year old, but I've been doing it since I was like 8. I think my brother and I used to share a YouTube channel. And then I started my own YouTube channel when I was 10. And then throughout COVID, I did like, honestly, I did like, I used to do just Roblox videos, but then I started to add like my art into it a bit more, which is something I also enjoyed doing, but I never really, I don't think I think I just didn't think about like making videos about art, but there's a period of time where I was doing both Roblox like edits and I was doing art, which was a bit awkward. So I ended up just like stopping Roblox. Also because I didn't really like Roblox that much. And then that channel, I did art on that channel for a while. And then I realized how much history I have with it because I had like so many Roblox videos on there. And also it only had like 1,000 subscribers. And I was like, I've had this channel since I was like 10. And I've also made some like kind of cringe comments on it as well. So if I want to like, if I really want to do something like a bit more professional on this channel, I'd probably want to like switch channels or like delete the history on this channel. But that channel's been with me for like years. So I didn't really want to delete it. So I started this channel. So that's a little bit of history of my art and mostly channel history. But I think my old channel is actually still like it's still available. I think I was going to like keep it public, but I wasn't good. I was gonna like unlist all of my videos and just use it as like a private account. I do use it as a private account, but like I haven't really gone around to like unlisting the videos. It's not like people like look at that channel anymore anyway, because I honestly still have that channel like in my YouTube Studio app. There's like an app that allows me to like manage comments and stuff and to look at YouTube video statistics. It's called YouTube Studio. and I'm logged into like two accounts. I'm logged into this channel and I'm logged into my old channel. So sometimes I'll periodically see like um statistics for that old channel. And you know what? Sometimes I'll get like an occasional comment, but not a lot of people look at that channel anymore. So I figured like what's the point of trying to like unlist all those videos if people don't see them anyway? But maybe I should get around to doing that. What time is it? Oh wait, it's already 11:30. I'll stay for like a little bit more. I'll stay until my brother comes home because he has a summer class that he's doing. So that's why I did it right now. Alright, I have like a time limit thing on my phone. Alright, I have like a time limit thing on my phone and it just like turned on YouTube. So I hope that didn't mess up anything in the live. Can you guys still hear me? This song again? I should change it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna play songs that I like because no one can really hear this anyway. Hmm. I'll play Noah. Hello to the people who joined the live stream. Thank you for joining. Kenny, are you still there? I'm just wondering. I just realized my camera's a bit. There we go. Maybe I can zoom in. Oh, I can zoom in. I did not know that. I feel like starting this live stream and like running it, I feel like an old grandpa trying to figure out technology. It glitched for a second, but it's back on now. Okay. Cause I have like, cause whenever I was studying, I would always find myself scrolling somehow. So I'd be like, I downloaded this thing that like blocks my like social media apps for a bit. And I didn't realize that it like turned on just now. So I was like, shoot, did it ruin the live stream? I'm gonna be honest. Someone woke me up and has been telling me to go to bed, but I've been ignoring them. That's wild. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest. That like screen limit app that I downloaded, I put it on YouTube and Instagram. It worked for a little bit, and then I just ended up like ignoring it, like passively just using social media, and then like when the screen time thing popped up, I just like ignore it. So I don't know if it worked, if I'm being honest, but it's fine. I usually just keep my phone dead. And I don't need to worry about studying because I'm in summer. Yippee. What are you guys up to right now? I would say what I'm up to, but you guys know what I'm up to because I'm live streaming it. I know what one of you guys are up to. Um, which is apparently watching my stream while they're supposed to be sleeping. Oh no. Wobble. Call out. I wasn't calling anyone out. What are you talking about? Just lying on the couch. Nice. Looks like my playlist has switched to MA. I'm gonna turn it up. That's wild. My dear enemy. Yeah, I was like, what is dear dear? I thought you were a writer, bro. Anyway, I'm glad I'm your enemy. And I want you to know that you're my enemy too. Oh my gosh, I just lost my spot in the reference photo again. This song's too angsty for right now. I have scheduled music that turns on for my birds, but it just started rickrolling them. That's funny. You know, there was a period in my life. Um, One of the people in this live stream know are very well of this period of my life where I would just like I'd be like obsessed with rickrolling people, and I still am obsessed with rickrolling people, but not as much. But it's better this way because like my friends don't see it coming anymore because like I'll forget that rickrolling exists for like weeks and then I'll just suddenly remember and then I'll rickroll them again. It's great. Have you guys heard of like the rickroll phone number? Like it's a phone number that if you call it, it'll just start rickrolling you. It feels really silent without all the music pulled up. Oh, there's only two people on this stream. That's okay. When she says obsessed, she means 99% of the things I said are Rickrolls. That's not true. And hello to the person who just joined. Welcome to my live stream. All my conversations lead to Rick. That's not true. That's like maybe like a year ago. That's not true anymore. Rickrolling is like, hold up, let me play the song. It's like this one song that was like, guys, I'm so sorry. I do not know what happened. Guys, I'm so sorry. I do not know what happened to the live. It like I got one of those YouTube notifications that was like, you've been on YouTube for a long time. Do you want to take a break? And then after it, the live stream just ended. So I don't know what happened. I'm sorry about that. But I'm glad I could get it back. Anyway, Rickrolling is like there's this one like song by Rick Astley. It's called Never Gonna Give You Up. It's oh shoot, that's my face. Hopefully you guys didn't see that. It's fine. I had this pipe burst. It was probably really blurry anyway. Christine was there for so it's basically this song here that's like it's kind of similar. Like I don't really know how to describe it. Like people try to like play this song, and whenever they like in the most unexpected times, and it's kind of like you want to hear this song like the least amount, I guess, if that makes sense. It's this. So people play it to like troll their people because it's like I was here for the accidental bird face reveal is crazy. But yeah, if you play that song or if someone plays you that song, I mean, it's good if you play it for other people because it's funny. But if they play it to you, it's like, no. So you don't want to hear that song, but you want to play it to other people. It's kind of hard to describe the concept of rickroll. But anyway, there's this like phone number that you could call that if you called the number, it would play that song and it would rickroll that person. It's basically just a troll. So I remember getting that number and like I remember pranking people with it and I was saying it's like my like boyfriend and because that for some reason that's always a conversation that comes up with like teenage girls is like, do you have a boyfriend? Is there any guys that you think are cute? And we're like, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend. And then I'll be like, do you wanna go on a call with them? And they'd be like, sure. And then I'd call that number and it'd be a rickroll. I love doing that. And I was also planning on like this doesn't happen very often. It happens more to like other girls, which is kind of sucks, but like you know those guys that are like, "Hey, my friend thinks you're cute," or people like that? Like That's happened to me like once or twice. But like if I decide that like once I discovered this phone number, I'd like give them that phone number instead of just like walking away. But no one has like done it to me so far, which is good. But like I also can't like I can't give not really karma, but it's like I can't troll someone who's being like kind of annoying, you know? It's like uh it'll happen at some point again. I can't wait to use that phone number for for more things like that. It's great. What is the number? I'm gonna have to check my phone real quick. Hold up. I just realized I can search it up on like Google or something. Um, let me use my laptop. And I just realized only two people are watching the stream. That's kind of sad, but it's okay. Um, Rickroll phone number. Okay, that's not the phone number, is it? It apparently is. Okay, so copy this down. It's 248 434 5508. Someone did that to me, but the guy that walked up to me because wait, hold on. I cannot read this correctly. Someone did that to me, but the guy that walked up to me was so embarrassed to have to tell his friend interested in me, so I'm pretty sure they're actually serious. Oh wait. I'd feel bad doing that if someone was serious. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of interesting because this is really random, but this stream is like sometimes it switches between there being six or the other number amount of people, and sometimes it just switches to being just two. And usually when it switches to the other numbers, it's like right away. So this stream usually either has two people or six or the other number. But I'm not saying. It's the number that comes after six. And I just realized the stream is really quiet again. And it's because I've stopped talking and there's no music. Let me pull that up. You know, even though I'm an introvert, you know what? I feel like this is because I'm an introvert, but if I'm in the right mood, I can talk kind of to myself a lot. Like you guys help me like come up with topics to talk about. But I can like another reason why I thought this would be a good idea is cuz like I won't run out of things to talk about if I'm like if there's at least like one person there. It's hard for me to run out of things to talk about because I talk a lot. Of course depending on the mood, but usually I'm in the right mood when I'm in live streams. It does feel really quiet. Hold on. I have no idea what happened to my old music, but it's not playing anymore. Let me pull up. Do you guys have any song suggestions because my old music stopped playing? Oh wait, I just saw a song. If you guys still have like music suggestions, you can put it in the chat. But if you guys like the Amazing Digital Circus, I'm about to troll some of you guys. I hope you guys can hear that. I'm about to traumatize some of you guys. You know, I just realized I haven't really been like answering a lot of questions or like asking for questions. I've just kind of been yapping about like the most random things ever. So if you guys have questions, you can also put them in the chat. Yeah. I play this with like my amazing digital circus friends, and they like because we all love Jax. It always makes us like it's a good song, but I can't listen to it without thinking of the that scene happening. It's still very sad. And also, I feel bad for whoever made. Honestly, this seems like an artist that's like really popular, but the comments for this video are just like flooded with digital circus comments. So I always feel really bad about that because whenever the digital circus makes like a video or like uses a song, like a certain song in their like show, like Daisy Bell, anything like Daisy Bell related was now TADC related. And now this song is just like the Amazing Digital Circus related. So I always feel slightly bad. But it's like I don't make those comments. Oh man, I wanted to Kane to Crush and such right? I was like, it was so like I wish Kane like I feel like I'm glad that Kane came back because we get a happy ending and I'm like a sucker for happy ending, but I feel like plot wise, I feel like it's kind of weird that Kane came back. And it does make sense that Jack's abstracted because let's admit we all saw that coming, but it's like he's my favorite character, so it's still really sad when he did. I feel like we got like the happy ending of TADC. I honestly thought it would end a lot sadder than how it did. I feel like the only thing that would stop it from being like 100% happy is that Jax is dead. You know what? I was trying to avoid spoilers, but I just said it. So if you were planning to watch The Amazing Digital Circus and you haven't, I'm sorry. I wanted some of the other characters to get more plot and screen time. Yeah, that's true too. Honestly, I feel like I was excited for like Gangle too. Like ever since the I think episode 4, the fast food one. Um I was really invested in Gangle as a character after that. I remember like hearing this from another YouTuber, but I feel like it would have been better if Gangle at some point for Gangle's character, if she had a moment where she kind of stood up to Jax or stood up for herself. And I feel like I agree with that. He was not a bully. He was meant to be a bully. Jack singing "Running the Show" before unwrapping Gangle, breaking Zumo, and drawing Tommy to the side to force her to watch him throw King her into the void was insane. Yeah, that definitely happened. That definitely happened. I was crying so much when that happened in the theater. By the way, did you guys go to the theaters for the finale release? No. Oh, I went. It was really fun. And children were screaming, and the children that were screaming included me when Jax abstracted. I saw it coming. I would have been surprised if Jax didn't abstract in the finale, but it was still very sad for me when he did. And also, there's of course, since he's my favorite character, there's that little like bit of hope that I was hoping that he wouldn't abstract. Even though he was going to abstract, and I feel like everyone knew that. Ever since that scene in episode 6 happened, I did not. Oh, hey, at least he's not. Technically, my brother pointed this out. Since Kane is back and he's able to like heal, he was able to heal Pomni from like hold on, this song is not letting me think properly again. Um, since Kane is back and he was able to like heal Pomni after Pomni was like kind in Jax's mindscape, I believe. Um, I think that the others could visit Jax, but like for a small amount of time. If Jax didn't die from that like white explosion thingy. I don't think he did. Hello there. What episode are we talking about? We're talking about the finale. And you know what? I'm just realizing that when there was 4 people in this chat and 3 people were talking about the Amazing Digital Circus, I was like, okay, maybe like everyone here is just like a TADC fan. So it's like I can just keep talking about it. But since a little bit more people have joined the stream, I was wondering if you guys know about the Amazing Digital Circus because I don't want to like talk about something that like obscure that like someone may not know about. So if you guys know about the everyone knows about the Amazing Digital Circus, that's cool. But if y'all want to talk about something else too, that's fine. I don't know how to feel about Jax. I feel like he's a cool character. It just feels like he takes up so much screen time compared to the other characters. That is a little bit real, especially for like the finale. I didn't even realize this until someone pointed it out, which is something I'm saying a lot, but um he apparently takes up like 20 minutes of screen time, like just his backstory in the finale. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. I love Jax and I do know he's a main character, but it's like I don't know how I feel about so much of the episode, especially the finale, going to like one character. Though learning about Jax's backstory was very cool. My best friend doesn't like the show, but loves it because of Jax and Pomni. She wanted them to. I do love Funny Bunny. I feel like they wouldn't realistically they wouldn't get together, but like I do love Funny Bunny. It's very cute. Do you want to talk about Pink Fluffy Unicorn dancing on rainbows? Hold up. I recognize that. That's a song? Oh my gosh. Wait, let me play it. She's going to put Jackson on the Wall as wild. I am playing the video. What is this? That's why I recognize it. I don't know why I know this, but this is amazing.
You've learned so far.
Let's test her.
What color are the unicorns?
Unicorns,
Where are they dancing?
the rainbows.
Please use one word to describe the texture of their magical fur.
Fluffy. Oh,
Smile.
yeah. Oh, 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 okay. I don't know why I recognize this song. This sounds like the kind of song that I'll play over and over again to annoy my brother. Oh, what's happening now?
You make me some breakfast.
That was a great video. I'm just here in the background. I just hear it in the background. Yeah. What song should I play? Ooh, wait. Since I know a lot of you guys are Amazing Digital Circus fans. Oh, wait, ads are playing.
Foundation's good for
Yeah, that was an interesting song. Thank you for recommending it to me.
going on pop date.
I'm going to use that to annoy my brother, so thank you.
It's news to me that it's news to you. To which degree, who answers to who? We could go on and on, but in the end, who are we kidding? My divinity is past infinity. Am I getting through? Seems our regime
Everyone was singing this song in the theaters. It was great.
to scream if I got 'em.
I knew you were gonna play this. It was on my. It's so funny because it was literally just like I was looking for a song to play, and it was just on my recommended. So I was like, since everyone's a fan of Digital Circus,
Absolutely. I want a shot. Watch where you want.
oh right, I have sent you the rewritten lyrics I wrote towards you. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing those or looking at them because they're gonna send them.
Public relations are getting a your son has because I know when close to where to play the games and just for the fans goes all to me, just one
Yippee. You know what I'm talking about. How's the business working out for you? Um, honestly, it's not going bad. I thought like when I started like when I released that community post about the launch date, I honestly thought nothing would really come from it. And I was like, maybe it'll take some time before I get my first order, and that's okay. But honestly, I feel like a little bit before I was going to launch, like I was planning my launch date, two people messaged me and the same day asking for like a commission. And that was honestly kind of wild. So the day that I launched was actually I already had some commissions planned out. So it was already I did not expect to get an order so quickly. So I'm really glad about that, but I am a little bit worried that it won't I'll end up not running out of orders if that makes sense. But if it did come to that, I'd probably just end up working on original paintings again, which I honestly don't mind. I do miss working on original paintings. And I believe I'm booked until September. So if anyone orders right now, um I believe I would start working on it in September and have it shipped by around October, depending on how big the portrait is and how many pets are in it, of course. Speaking of originals, wait, wow, if it does go downhill, don't give up. Don't worry, I won't. I do love art. And even if this business doesn't work out, I'll probably still keep making content. I've done it honestly, it feels like my whole life. I've made videos. So I can't really imagine not making videos. If you run out of orders, tell me. I'll order one for all my pets and my uncle's pets and my cousin's pets. Thank you. I would appreciate that. I hope I don't run out of orders. speaking of originals, I did not work on the horse painting that I was showing in the community posts. Like, I haven't worked on it since I got out of school because it was a school assignment. And um I've had these like orders, so I was like, maybe I should paint it later when I run out of orders or something like that. But I do have it. Oh, what's the price of this one here? Um, hold on, I'm gonna have to like check. This one was free technically because this was the giveaway winner for the giveaway I did a while back. I believe it's around $300. I haven't checked in a while. I have to go get my papers. Don't ask why I write my financial plan on paper. It's like the only part of my business plan that's on paper and not online. Um, Mainly because um I'm gonna be honest. I could say that it's because I like writing numbers on like paper or something, but um it's because the majority of the time I was writing my financial plan for this business, I was in like chemistry class. And it's not like we weren't allowed to use computers, but a lot of our assignments were like on paper, so I didn't want to look suspicious like working on this while the assignment was on paper. So I was just like, okay, I'll write my financial plan on paper and then I'll copy it onto like computer later. And I haven't really gone around to doing that. Don't worry, my grades are fine. um I just like I have a lot of free time in that class, if I'm being honest. And my classes are 100 minutes long, so it's like it's definitely a lot of time to kill. I would love to write everything on paper, but I don't. Honestly, writing on paper is like I feel like for me, I get more stuff done when I write on paper because it's like I don't know. I feel like I get distracted on computer or something. Not really distracted, but like I do feel like it's easier on paper for some reason. But I'm gonna lose all the papers and I know it. So I really should get to like writing that financial plan down somewhere. But yeah, I think this portrait is around $300. I know for sure that a 5x7 portrait is $64. Do I ship to different countries? Unfortunately, I only ship to the United States right now because there's a lot of like customs and like things like that I have to look into. And it can get really expensive when it comes to shipping and stuff. And I don't want to do something that's illegal by accident. So I've been trying to like look into digital like I'll paint something and then I'll scan it into like a photo and then people from other countries can buy like a photo of a portrait. I have been thinking about that, but there's also there are also things that are different even when it comes to digital products. When it comes to like um selling to other countries, I have been working on it though because half of my audience here because this is like my main form of marketing. I have been trying to like think about different marketing, but it's like I want to focus on one thing at a time. So half of my audience comes from the United States, but half of it like comes from other countries. So I was like, that's like I'm losing like 50% of my audience can't buy my portraits. And that's kind of shocking. So I've been trying to research a little bit into it. So hopefully I will be offering it at the very least a digital like scan of it really soon. Maybe not really soon, but it will happen at some point. I'll tell you that. I live like oh, is it kilometers or is it kilometers? Whatever it is, that honestly kind of sucks. I'm sorry. Hopefully, I do end up offering portraits to other countries soon. I'm looking at the way you hold your paintbrush. Is it different than digital art or drawing? because I do digital art. I hold it like a pencil. Oh, sorry. I shook my tripod. I'm holding it like a pencil. Apparently, oil painters are supposed to hold it like this, like a pointer, and paint like that. And it's like, no, that feels so weird. I'm just gonna paint how I want to paint. So I think technically the proper way to hold it is like this, like a pointer, and you just like it's like nah, I paint like this, like a pencil. Should turn up some music that isn't. Oh yeah, so easy to follow this. Yeah, there's a lot of wait. I'm already getting distracted from the. It feels empty without music, but then when I turn on the music, I get distracted by it. Anyway, there's a lot of rules that oil painters have. Kind of the reason why I have water mixable oil paint instead of like traditional oil paint. One, it's a bit safer because I don't have to use solvents and stuff like that to like wash my brushes. I can just use water. And also there's just a lot of rules that come with like oil painting. Like there's like the thing that comes up at the top of my head is the fat over lean rule, where it's like I think you have to use more oil for like fat over lean. So yeah, you have to use more oil for like the top layers of the painting but for like the base and bottom layers you have to use more like or less oil, because if you use more oil on top than the bottom, then the top, if you don't follow the fat over lean rule, the top layers are going to dry before the bottom layers, and that causes the painting to crack. And you also have to wait for traditional oil paints. You have to wait like 6 months, I think, for the painting to fully cure before you can varnish it. Because if you varnish it too soon, that also causes the painting to crack. I believe, like, I'm using like a medium right now. Hold up, let me get the bottle. It's like, oh, this is linseed oil. There's also mediums, which changes like the changes the oil paint. I have a fast drying medium that causes the paint to dry a little bit faster because I need to ship these out to clients a bit faster. There's also linseed oil. I have it. I don't really use it anymore because linseed oil actually causes the paint to dry slower. In it, I need to like. The reason why I used linseed oil is because it thinned out the paint. Because as you can see here, the paint's really like thick. You need to mix it with like a medium. I use the fast drying medium now, but I used to use linseed oil for that. And my paintings would take forever to dry with the linseed oil. However, an important thing to note when using fast drying medium or any medium really is you only add like a little bit of medium. Don't add too much. Cause I remember like actually I think it was my first order. Um I accidentally put too much medium into the paint and it ended up like messing up the paint and like honestly ended up causing it to dry less, like dry like slower because it was more medium than it was paint. I don't know why I did that if I'm being honest. It just messed up the painting. And it caused it to like not dry properly. So it's like I kind of had to ship it while it was still wet. And it was really awkward to have to tell the client that. So do not add too much medium into your paints. I think I told the client that. I believe I told the client that it wasn't dried enough. I don't know if they know about the medium. I think I told them. Well, you learn something new every day, yeah. quite literally when it comes to oil painting, because there are so many rules. Um, that's the for me, that's like the main thing that's like I don't like about oil paint. There are so many rules you have to follow in order for your painting to not crack. And as for the moose and gizzy painting, I did I did varnish it. I was showing it earlier in the stream. It is all varnished, and I think the varnish is dry. So as soon as you come back, I can give it to you. Uh, Goodbye to the person who has to go. Thank you for coming. I think I might have to go right now. So if you guys have any like last minute questions or things you want to talk about, I do them right now. But thank you all for coming. Kenneth, go to sleep. Wait, what type of anime is your favorite to paint? I don't paint anime, but I did paint that thing for you once. Oh, animal. I wonder why I autocorrected to anime. Anyway, um, I would say like I did like painting the horse. I like painting all animals. I'm gonna be honest. Um, Specifically moose though. Shut. Anyway, I loved painting moose. It's like my favorite to paint. But why is it playing Isn't She Lovely again? Anyway, um, don't tell me to sleep. Moose. Sleep. Anyway. You have a long day tomorrow? Anyway. Like if it wasn't a cat or a dog, my favorite would probably be a horse. Anyway, um, I think that's about all today. Oh, that's not showing up in the screen. What's his name? Oh, he's gone. Anyway, thank you guys for coming to mean. Thank you guys for coming to the stream, by the way. I didn't expect anyone to come, but I'm glad y'all came. I think I will do stream like this like in around 2 weeks. So it was very fun like chatting with you guys. And sorry to the person who just joined. Um, to the person who just joined the live stream, I'm about to end it. So sorry about that. But um I hope to see you guys for the next live stream, and I hope that next live stream is soon. It was nice talking to y'all. How do I end this? I meant, have you ever gone a mean customer? Okay, I'll answer that real quick. Um, I've only had like four, so they've all been super nice. And like the first order I got was like the one that I kind of like added too much medium to the paint, so it dried weird. They were really like understanding about like everything. Wait, wrong account. What are you doing, bro? Anyway, um, they were really understanding about like my situation because I feel like I had to like ship out the painting like 2 months later than like what was planned, but I have figured out like how to stop shipping out paintings late. I've figured that out now, but I think they reached out to me like before I started my business, like a little bit before. They're like, I saw your YouTube channel. Can you make this for me? So I was like, I can, but I'm like really incompetent because I haven't started my business yet. So they're really understanding about everything. And they're even like, if you have like school things to take care of, because I was still in school at the time, then just tell me and like you can like you can like bring back the deadline for the painting. I was like, that's very nice. So as of now, there hasn't been a mean customer, but hopefully that doesn't change. I know it will change at some point. But if I do ever get a mean customer, it would be a really great video to talk about. Your face will be bombarded by a squirrel if you read this out loud. Oh. Ah, stop! Stop! Okay, that was my brother. Um, anyway, I hope if are there any like last minute questions you guys have? Okay, I will see you guys later, and I will play the "Isn't She Lovely," the TADC version of it while I'm leaving. Bye bye. How do I end this live stream? Okay, I found the button. Um, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you guys come to the next live stream. You click end live. There's no end live stream button. It's just an X. Anyway, um, thank you so much for coming, and remember, I will eat any mean customers. um, thank you for eating the mean customers. I will ship them to your area. I'll even though you live 4 kilometers away from the United States, I will like throw the customer at you so you can eat them. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Bye bye.